some more interesting features to enjoy at Butlin's holiday camps.
Over on Channel 2, we have Sale of the Century, but now it's 9 p.m, and that means it's time for the Thamesmen.
Hello!
Day 3.
How are you?
Go. Yeah,
well
good,
done.
mate.
We've got that
thank
covered,
you.
haven't we?
Yeah, I've been working on that one. It's been, I call that day 3.
Did you write a script?
No, just ad lib. Yeah, but I've been working on it. I've got dance and everything. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to day 3, Joan Armatrading week, and it has been gobsmacking.
Yeah, I'm George. I'm in Los Angeles, and I'm having an awesome time.
My name's Alex. I'm in Colorado, and as I said, we're deep on day 3. Joan Armatrading. The first 2 days, drop the monkey. No, drop the pilot, which was fantastic, and a real jazz funky number at the top, right?
Yeah, absolutely amazing. So we're sort of like, for those who don't know, if you haven't seen the first 2 days, we want to go deep on one artist, and it's Joan Armatrading. And thank you, Sean, for your notes. Absolutely amazing. And thank you, Chris, for sort of putting it all together. And, we're all learning together. We are literally have not seen these, have not read the notes until we get here, because, hey, why would we prepare?
And for those who don't know, just stumbled across us like a blind man in an alleyway. Our curator weeks where we take one artist and we cover the over the week, 5 days. We will cover 5 tracks, and on the 6th one will be on a Patreon. But gives us time to actually get to know the artist a little bit more.
And not only is it 5 tracks, if you're lucky, we occasionally do a bonus track as well. Is today a bonus day?
All right, so what have we got? What are we kicking out with today, mate?
What we're kicking out with?
So let me ask you this. Your child is American.
Yes.
My child is American.
Yes.
I have many children who are American.
Yes.
Does your child do a British accent?
He tries. He actually tries, because we go to England once a year or so, and he's got an English passport, so he's proud of that bit of it as well. So he does try, and he's not very good at it, but don't tell him that.
My kid, he and I say to him, listen, put an English accent on. You're 15, you want to meet a girl, just put an English accent on. So he goes, so I don't know why he thinks I speak like, but all of a sudden he goes, all right, mate, he's like Rip Van fucking Winkle off Mary Poppins. He's like, would you like a scone with that tea? Ooh, it's just like, we don't sound like that.
All right, ladies and gents, comical poem, suitable for the occasion, extemporized and thought up before your very eyes. All right, here we go.
No, obviously we don't, do we?
No.
Governor.
So,
Governor.
I know. Sorry, bit of a side issue.
I've been trying, when I was in England, like last time, I was saying, well, look, you've got to slow down your speech. You've got to add a pause between things. Because I think Americans can speak quite fast. They can go, da, 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 da. I think English, you've got to sort of like lengthen it out a little bit, I think, to do this sort of, don't you think? I mean, obviously there's different intonations to accents, but it's a sort of, I was watching absolutely lovely film yesterday called Living, which is with Bill Nighy, and it's like made in the 1950s, and it's the complete sort of nothing is said, it's all done in sort of like emotional looks, and it's sort of set around very staid people, and it's a great, lovely film, and it's just that sort of understatedness, I think. So.
Well, the Americans, they have drive-in banks, all right, and they have drive-in pharmacies, and they've basically got everything down to be the easiest, most efficient, quickest way. Not only that, in their dress as well. And now I dress like an American, like a slob. And And the language as well. They where English are quite verbose, and we really do have a grip on, the language. Americans are like driving banks. They're just like, I got ya.
Done it.
Yeah.
Cool. Move on.
What's up?
I don't think that's quite fair. There's some very erudite people.
What I'm saying is they've just taken the superfluous tit-tat out, and they've just gone for the driving bank. I don't need to get out the car. I don't need to get out the car. I don't need to go in there and say hello to you. How are you? Whatever. I don't know. I was going to stay in the car, and I'm going to put the money in this tube, and then drive off. That's just like their language, I think.
I must say, when I lived in Australia for 6 months, one of my greatest revelations back then was they had a drive-in bottle shop, drive-in off license. I thought, now that seems a bad idea.
That does it. It's like getting a free gun if you open up a bank account. But
yeah.
No, no. But I mean, God bless Americans for doing it. I'm not saying that it's just but there are some words now which completely trump, completely just they completely are more correct. For example, truck. A truck is a truck.
Well, not a lorry.
Lorry is a stupid word.
Lorry is a strange word, if nothing
lorry.
else.
If a lorry is coming towards you, say, watch out for the lorry. It's a stupid word. Trash is trash.
As opposed to rubbish. I like the word rubbish. I use the word rubbish a lot.
Yeah, but I think when I look at something and I just think that's trash. A diaper is a diaper. I think a nappy.
No, diaper's wrong. That's got to be a nappy. I'm on the totally a nappy. Yeah, diaper. Nah.
But I've had 3 kids. You've had 1. So I've been
you outvote me, do you? You've had more. You've had more of them.
I've had more diaper, or whatever. And also, I really don't mind yogurt.
Yogurt or yogurt?
Yogurt. I don't mind yogurt or yogurt.
Yogurt.
I get confused. Anyway, is it mobile or mobile?
Should we just get on with the notes? Because we got a lot of notes.
No, seriously, is it schedule or schedule?
Schedule.
Right, that's American way.
Is it? I have no idea now which way we're
And I've got a lisp, so I'm going for schedule.
Okay, keep it easy.
Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. We do get lost. I get lost. We're back.
We were doing so well. We were so on track.
We were nearly to the notes.
We were nearly to the notes, and then brakes on. You're like off to the side, down the side dirt road, into the woods like Dukes of Hazzard. I don't know. Okay, so the track is "Call Me Names." The previous 2 days have featured Joan on vocals only, although she is an accomplished and talented musician. Today's tracks feature her rocking out on an electric guitar. Call Me Names was one of Joan's biggest hits, and it's written from the perspective of a man getting turned on by his partner's abuse. Although it can appear to be an anthem of a role-playing or S&M lifestyle, it didn't start out that way. In fact, it began from an observation of the friendship between 2 of the musicians in her band. She noticed that they both really enjoyed throwing insults and abuse at each other. Well, like us, really, isn't it? Yeah. She saw that it was a sign of the depth of their friendship that they could attack each other without harm. Joan shifted the idea to lovers enjoying a different way of interacting other than romantic gestures. Although it's clear in the lyrics that the protagonist is consenting to the abuse, she decided to distance herself, adding the line, "It's their way of loving, not mine." This live version was from the 2013 Byron Bay Blues Fest, an annual 5-day music festival held on the northern coast of New South Wales in Australia. Fun fact, Keir, our own Chris the Curator was at this gig. I wonder if we could see him in the audience. Seeing Joan in amongst a lineup that included Paul Simon, Robert Plant, Santana, Iggy and the Stooges, Steve Miller Band, and more. He's just flexing now with that comment. The video is high quality recording taken from the crowd, so we get to see Joan as Chris would have seen her.
Excellent. Wow. Chris. I'm going to be distracted. I'm going to be looking for Chris.
See if we can spot him in the crowd. Okay, are we ready? Joan Armatrading, Call Me Names. 3, 2, 1, go.
I love it when you start up a fight. And I love it when the fight ends your way. I love it when you call me names. I love it when you call me names. I love it when you call me names. I can't wait to see you again. I know you're on. Keep me up and keep me again. And over and over and over and over and over and over. I love it when you call me names. I love it when you call me names. I love it when you call me names. Big woman, short woman. And you love when she hits me is right down. You make me dead when he loves the pain. And you love when she calls her name. Big woman, short man. And you love when she hits me is right down. You make me dead when he loves the pain. And you love when she calls her name. I love it when you call me names. 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 Big woman, short man. And you love when she hits me right down. You make me dead when you love the pain. And you love when you call her name. I love it when you call me names. I love it when you call me names. I love it when you call me names.
Yay.
I was just talking to someone about the other day about going to see George Benson. I saw George Benson like 10, 15 years ago, and I didn't own a single album of George Benson. I didn't know really any songs by George Benson. I saw him live, and I was completely blown away. It was like when someone has that natural talent, even if you don't know their songs, even if you don't know who they are, you see them perform and you go, they're different, they're special. And she's in that category. She is like that sort of just like, I didn't know that song, but I was utterly entertained all the way through.
Yeah, and she also was, as you said in one of her earlier videos, she smiled. She's having a good time up on stage. I always thought she was a moody old cow. And
right. Why did we think
I mean,
that?
like, you know, I don't know because I don't know Joan Armatrading. That's what the Curated Week shows me. She absolutely is magnetic. She's sunshine. She's absolutely great. But more importantly, she's enjoying her own music, which makes you enjoy it.
Yeah, exactly. I love that sort of that vocal line was like a call and response.
Yeah.
You know, and when she would call me names and then they replied sort of thing or whatever it happens to be. It was a really good sort of, I don't know, back and forth to it. And it was fun, real fun. So.
Well, you know, I know why Sean picked that track in terms of quality, probably because Chris was there and we had the same experience from Chris.
Yeah.
But we do have another track, don't we?
We have a bonus. So, yeah.
Bonus. Whilst we're letting Joan rock out on an electric, we'll add a bonus of her doing some blues slide guitar work and confirm why she was selected to play at the Blues Fest we saw in the previous track. Wow. Prior to 2007, Joan's albums had contained mixture of many genres, but she had long been promising herself she would produce some album set entirely on one style. Over the next 5 years, she would create a trio of albums delving first into the blues, then into guitar-driven rock, and then finally into straight-out jazz. 207's effort into the blues was testament to her multi-instrumental talent. Aside from the drums and percussion, which she was played by Mike Bold, hopefully it's not that
The Tambourine Man.
Tambourine Renaissance boy, played by Mike Bold. Joan played all other tracks, including guitar, bass, mandolin, harp, keyboards, harmonica, and of course the vocals. Upon its release, Joan marked another first for a female UK artist when the album debuted at #1 on the Billboard Blues charts. It was later nominated for a Grammy for Best Contemporary Blues Album. This track, My Baby's Gone, is simple on the surface, but under the hood are some unconventional elements. It's a great meld of old school blues with modern approaches, and shows another side of Joan's guitar work.
Should it have been Under the Hood or Under the Bonnet?
Let's get on with it. Because we'll be here for another 20 minutes. All right. Okay, so this is My Baby's Gone. Thank you, Sean, for all those amazing notes, because he really sets it up, doesn't he?
Yeah, absolutely. So count me in, Mountain Man.
City Slicker. 3, 2, 1, boom.
Oh, I like it already.
Yeah.
My baby's gone. My baby's gone away. My baby's gone. My baby's gone away. Come back, baby, come back. Come back, baby, come back. My baby's gone. My baby's gone away. My baby's gone. My baby's gone away. Come back, baby, come back. Come back, baby, come back. Don't you know I can't without you? Don't you know I can't live without you? My baby's gone, and who is it that you know? Where did you go? And who is it that you know? Come back, baby, come back. Come back, baby, come back. Don't you know I love everything about you? And I forgive everything that you do. From your head down to your toes, and your little button nose. Yes, rhythm and soul, rhythm and soul. My baby's gone. My baby's gone away. My baby's gone. My baby's gone away. Come back, baby, come back. Come back, baby, come back. Don't you know I can't
That's it. That's been the track. That's been the track for me for the whole genre. You know why?
Oh, why is that?
Because if I did that one song, I would have stayed a blues singer the rest of my career.
Yeah. Okay.
And, you know, she just does a blues album. And then she'll move on to... I mean, talk about freaking talented.
Yeah, great guitar player. Absolutely. Who knew? I mean, obviously, Sean and Chris and people knew, but amazing. She's such... And her band were great. Again, that bass line was just magic. And just, it was blues, but then it had that little break in it, that little breakdown moment. And it just, really interesting track.
But how brave you got to be, right? Because you have a hit, you have a genre, you have an audience, you have a style. And that's what you're known for.
Yeah.
And then, you know, what are you going to do? You're going to repeat that. Because that's where you had your success. You're not going to rock the boat. You're famous, right? And then you're going to repeat it again. You're going to try and replicate everything you had that made you successful at the beginning. She doesn't. She doesn't give a monkeys. She wants to do a blues album. She's not replicating. And then after that, she wants to do whatever. She'll go and do that album. She's not pandering for fame. She's a true musician who is, you know, experimenting in different genres. And that's completely different to 99% of most musicians out there.
And yeah, exactly. And so pushing her boundaries and loving what she's doing and doing it for... She is like a musician's musician in some regards. You know, I think from what we've seen from just this half a week we've done so far is that, you know, she doesn't, like you said, she had that one track, you know, which was, you know, written to be a pop song or be a hit, you know. But, you know, so, yeah, she knocks out a pop song and she does a hit. But I don't think her looks like her motivation is purely the music, not the style, not the money, not the look, not the thing. You know, she's just Joan Armatrading doing songs.
Yeah, it's really hard to pin down musicians like that. And I'm sure the management want to. The management wanted to write another. That really was the standout track for me because it defied everything she's done before. There was no relation to everything she has done before. The other day one, day two, and the track we saw before, there was no relation. It was completely different because she wanted to make a blues album.
But if you heard it without seeing it, you would know it's Joan Armatrading because her voice has that distinctive element to it. It has that edge to it. You know, it is Joan Armatrading. It's not just someone else doing a blues song. You know that's her.
There's a lot to learn about this woman, and maybe we're not going to get it all done in 5 days because she's too talented.
Oh, well, I think it's great that we just even have a chance just to do that bit of it, you know?
Yeah.
You know, so stick with us, you know.
It'll probably all come to fruition on day 6.
Day 6, you've got to be a patron to find out what's on day 6. How did that come about?
You know, Chris, curator, and Sean, thank you so much for curating this journey that hopefully we're all on because it's truly magnificent. And we got day 4 coming up.
Day 4 coming up. All right.
See you there.
See you on the flip side.
Bye.